Hi, this is Rowland from Money Markets TV. One question I get from viewers all the time is about the difference between exchange-traded funds and exchange-traded notes. As their names imply, both instruments are traded on one or more exchanges, and both can be bought and sold like equities. But that's where the similarities end. When you buy an ETF, you receive partial ownership of an independently organized entity, just like when you buy shares in a public company. But when you buy an ETN, you're loaning your cash to the issuing bank. All you own is an unsecured liability. That's banker talk for an IOU. But the bigger difference is that if the manager of an ETF goes bankrupt, nothing happens to the fund's assets. The underlying stocks, bonds, or other instruments in the fund will be secure. On the other hand, if your ETN's issuer fails, the IOU you're holding could be worthless. You'll be just another creditor when the bankruptcy court divides up whatever's left. And in fact, this is exactly what happened to Lehman Brothers. They launched 3 ETNs in early 2008 under the brand name Opta. When Lehman failed, ETN investors were left out in the cold. Their money is still tied up in one of the most complicated bankruptcy cases in history. That's why it's so important to know who you're lending money to when you buy an ETN. Here's a quick test. When you buy an ETN called Elements linked to the Spectrum Large Cap U.S. Sector Momentum Index, where does your money go? Elements? Spectrum? The stocks in the index? Wrong on all accounts. You're actually loaning your money to the Swedish Export Credit Corporation. And in order to make any money on the transaction, you have to hope that the issuer remains solvent. I can't say much more about this company because I'm not an expert on Sweden. But if I were planning to invest in EEH, I would want to look more into it. Elements is not the only firm promoting ETNs, nor is it the only one that leaves the actual issuer's identity murky. By my count, 196 ETNs are currently available to U.S. investors, marketed under 15 different brand names and issued by 11 different firms. Most are familiar names like Barclays, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase. But you'll notice that the Elements brand ETNs emanate from 4 different issuers. So you'll have to do a little research to find out which one is behind any ETN that you're considering. I'm not saying that ETNs are never a good investment. I find them useful sometimes, and I've even recommended a few to my international ETF trader subscribers. My point is that you should understand before you buy who is borrowing your money. Finding out may take a little research, but the table I just showed you should give you a giant head start. I'm Ron Rowland for Money and Markets TV. Thanks for watching.